In one submarket of Dallas, luxury homes are sitting on the market an average of 216 days. That's 7 months with a for sale sign in the yard. In another submarket at the same price point, homes are going under contract in under 50 days.
Same metro, same price range, and understanding why that gap exists right now could be the difference between you making a smart move and a costly one.
Now, everything we're covering today starts at the $1 million mark. We know that number means something different depending on where you are. In some areas, $1 million is just the entry point into luxury. In others, it's the top of the market. So we're just using it as a baseline so the numbers are easy to follow.
We're breaking this down by county and price band, so let's get into it.
Now, the first thing we want to look at is demand. Pending sales tell you what buyers are doing right now, not what they did 30 to 60 days ago. This is the most current read we have on the market.
Across all 4 counties above $1 million in March, Dallas led with 221 pending sales. Tarrant was up over 21%. Those 2 counties have real buyer activity right now. Denton pulled back by 11.5%. Collin County pulled back nearly 6%. The standout here is Tarrant. That kind of jump at this price point tells you buyers there are moving with intention. If you're selling in Tarrant above $1 million, you're in a better position today than you were 30 days ago.
Pending sales show you where buyers are active, but how many homes they have to choose from determines how much power you actually have, whether you're the one selling or the one buying.
Overall inventory above $1 million. Collin County has the most at 658 homes for sale, up nearly 19% from last month. Dallas, Tarrant, and Denton counties are tighter.
When inventory climbs the way it has in Collin, buyers slow down. They take more time, they negotiate harder, and they walk away much easier.
If you're selling in Collin right now, you're competing against more homes than you were this time last year, and buyers know it.
More inventory, slower demand, that combination tells you something about the urgency in a market. And when you layer in how long homes are actually sitting, the picture does get a lot clearer.
Overall, across all 4 counties above $1 million, Dallas is averaging 51 days on the market, down slightly year over year. Tarrant is improving too, down over 20%. Then there's Denton at 83 days, up 45% from last year. That number has been climbing since mid-2024. Not a spike, but a continued direction.
If you're sitting on a home in a county where days on market have been trending up for nearly a year, that trend doesn't just reverse suddenly on its own. The market doesn't reward waiting when the direction is already telling you something.
Let's get into the price bands. At $1 million to $1.5 million, this is the entry point, and it's where the most activity is across all 4 counties. The overall picture, homes are moving, but nobody is getting a free pass on pricing. Tarrant is the tightest county in this band. Inventory is down 28%, only 3.1 months of supply. Homes averaging 47 days. If you're buying in Tarrant at this price point, you're still competing. Collin is the opposite. Inventory is up 18.7%. 5.8 months of supply. Homes are averaging 50 days on the market. As a buyer in Collin at this price point, you have options and leverage that you did not have a year ago. The number that stands out here is pending sales in Dallas County. At this band are up 12.2%, and closed sales are up 27.3%. That's a county that's accelerating at the entry point into luxury.
At the entry point, Tarrant and Dallas are the tightest. Collin has more room, Denton is in between, but with days on market trending up, the trajectory matters as much as where it sits today. As you move up in price, the differences between counties gets sharper and the cost of being on the wrong side of them gets higher.
The $1.5 to $2 million price range. Pending sales are up strong in both Denton and Tarrant, around 28% each. Buyers are getting active in this price band right now, but closed sales in Collin County dropped 55%. That's a significant pullback.
Buyers are writing contracts in some areas, but the closings aren't there yet in Collin. That tells you this band is still working through uncertainty. Dallas County leads in this range on almost every metric. But here's what you need to know about Dallas County numbers. A large portion of the volume comes from Highland Park, University Park, and Preston Hollow. Those neighborhoods are not the same market as Flower Mound, Southlake, or Argyle. The price per square foot, the buyer pool, the days on market, they're all very different.
If you're in the suburbs, Tarrant and Denton reflect the reality more accurately than Dallas County overall.
At 1.5 to 2 million, the buyers are there. The pending numbers tell you that. But not every county is closing at the same pace. If you're in this range and thinking about selling, the question isn't just whether buyers exist, it's whether they're closing in your county at your price point right now.
Now at the $2 to $3 million price range, this is where that 216-day number lives. Denton County at $2 million to $3 million. Average days on the market is 216 days. 2 years ago, the same price band in Denton was moving at about 60 to 80 days. That shift started in the back half of 2024 and has not corrected. Collin County's inventory in this price range is up 41%. On the other side, Dallas County in this price range is averaging 48 days, down 11% year over year. Tarrant is at 60 days. Same price point, 4 different realities. If your home sits above $2 million in Denton or Collin, buyers notice how long it's been on the market. And once that clock runs long enough, it starts to work against you.
Above 2 million, the margin for error gets smaller. A home price to sit above 2 million potentially costs you more than a price reduction would have, because the longer it sits, the more leverage shifts to the buyer. The days on market numbers in this band are showing you exactly what that looks like in real time.
Above $3 million, Dallas County is the one moving in the right direction. Months of inventory, Denton at 21.3, and Tarrant is at 15.8, Collin is at 13, Dallas at 7.5, and coming down. Pending sales in Dallas above 3 million are up 5.6%. In Denton, Tarrant, and Collin, buyers have significant negotiating power at this price point right now.
Above 3 million outside of Dallas County, if you're a buyer, you're in one of the stronger negotiating positions this market has offered in years. If you're a seller, you need to go in clear about what the data is actually telling you, because having a strong pricing strategy at this price point is imperative. Now, let's look at what sellers are actually getting versus what they wanted, what they asked for originally, because the gap between those two numbers is wider than most people expect, and it keeps widening as the price goes up. At 1 million to 1.5 million, sellers across all 4 counties are closing between 93 and 95% of their asking price. On a $1.2 million home, you're closing somewhere between 1.12 and 1.14. In the 1.5 to 2 million range, Dallas County sellers are closest to full ask at 98.2%. That's the strongest number in this entire data set. Denton, Tarrant, and Collin are between 94 and 95%. In the 2 million to 3 million range, Denton and Tarrant sellers are averaging around 91% of asking price. On a $2.5 million home, that's a $225,000 difference between what you ask and what you closed at. Now, above 3 million, Tarrant and Dallas are closest to asking price at 95 to 96%. Denton is at 90.7%.
The homes closing closest to ask price have 2 things in common. They were priced correctly and they did not sit. The ones with the biggest gap come in high and correct after the damage is done.
Now, before you decide what to ask for your home, the most important number to know is what homes are actually closing for right now, not what your neighbor listed for, not what the market looked like a year ago. What's closing today?
At the 1 to 1.5 million mark, Tarrant led with a median sales price of about 1.27. Dallas is at 1.2, Collin is at 1.2, Denton is at 1.1, and in the 1.5 to 2 million range, Dallas is at 1.7, Tarrant is at 1.6, Collin is at 1.6, and Denton is at 1.6. At the $2 to $3 million price range, Collin is at 2.4, Dallas is at 2.4, Tarrant is at 2.3, and Denton is at 2.2. Above $3 million, the median sales price across all 4 counties ranges from $3.98 million to $4.5 million.
The luxury market in DFW is not one market, obviously. The county you're in, the price point you're at, the direction things are moving, they all tell a different story. Knowing that story before you make your move is what separates the people who come out ahead from the ones who leave money on the table. If you want to stay ahead of what's happening in the DFW market every month, hit that subscribe button. So when the numbers shift, you're already one step ahead and ready to make a smart move.